Welcome to our tax-saving video series for tech and real estate entrepreneurs, where you'll discover valuable tips for business growth. With your host, Sammy Basta, CPA.
Hey there, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the startup equity. It's a super important piece of the startup puzzle, especially if you're starting your own business or thinking about joining a startup. So let me break it down for you in an easy to understand terms. First off, what even is a startup equity? It's essentially a slice of the ownership pie, but it comes in different forms. So for corporations, think shares or options. In LLCs, you're looking at units of membership. For partnerships, it's about partnership interest. Many startups use equity as a form of compensation for employees. The percentage of equity given can range from 0 to 6%, depends on various factors, such as employee role, their level of commitment, and the unique skills they bring to the table. For startup founders, it's common to offer equity to investors as a way to compensate them for their financial risk. So it's crucial to discuss this during the investment negotiation process, and it's advisable to consult with a qualified accountant or financial advisor beforehand. So here's something to keep in mind. You usually don't get all your equity right away. It might take you up to 4 years to get it all. And because this can affect your taxes, it's smart to always talk to an accountant who understands equity and startups. So, question, how do you decide who gets what piece of the company? This can change over time and as your company grows. So for example, in the beginning, investors might get around 23%, you as a founder about 65%, and your team about 12%. As your company grows, this can change a lot. Like investors get about 80%, you about 19%, and your team just about 1%. So here are some tips. Think about what you're giving up for your startups. Know what your company is worth and stick to it. And always plan for the future because things in startups can change fast. Now, not all equity is the same. Investors usually get preferred stocks, advisors might get advisory shares, and employees typically get stock options. And each has its own set of rules and tax implications, so you need to plan. Heard of SAFE? It stands for Simple Agreement for Future Equity. It lets investors gives you money now in exchange for future equity. So it's a flexible way to get funded now, and it's not debt, so no interest rate or due dates. Now, lastly, I want to talk to you about the cap table. It's your company's equity scorecard. It shows who owns what and includes future ownership options like stock options and warrants. A lot of startups have option pools to attract talents. Why? Because owning a piece of the pie makes you work harder to make it bigger. Makes sense? So here you have it. The startup equity is a fascinating, complex subject, but it's totally worth it getting your head around it. So until next time, good luck with your startup journey. I'll see you next time.
This has been another episode of our tax-saving video series. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe below, and share with other business owners. You can find previous episodes and more information at www.bastacpa.com. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.